Hey folks, we got some scary times going on, and I just felt like it'd be nice to have a little space for people to share their thoughts and feelings in this kind of scary moment. And so I just thought of just putting on this Mr. Rogers playlist and just giving people some space to share their thoughts and feelings, because I know it's a scary time. Thank you for following 4 hours ago, Buje. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's hard to know what to make out of all of it. Yeah, sometimes just being able to feel like we have permission to be alone with our thoughts instead of just constantly, you know, doing the whole doom scrolling thing of like needing to take in more and more information is good. And as you share your thoughts, it's okay to share all kinds of scary feelings, you know? So yeah, let me get the caption on. Live. So yeah, we're just playing some Mr. Rogers music. Me and I'm just playing a bunch of quotes from my one of my favorite folders, where all these so that gives me a lot of inspiration. These kinds of quotes. Let's try to get this captioner going. Make sure everyone can see what's happening. And yeah, this means I love you. Love you. Alright, let's start captioning. See how that looks. Captioning, is it going? Listening, microphone, captioning. Hello? Hello? Huh. Hello, is this captioning going? I gotta restart this again. Interesting, captioning? Internet having problems? Let's see, where's this playlist going? While we're waiting, it's true for you, and there's something to do while we're waiting, it's true. There's something to do while we're waiting, while we're waiting for you. Oh, there's something to do while we're waiting. It's really hard to know what to do when we're waiting in these times, because a lot of us feel like we don't really have a lot of control over what's happening, and it's hard to know how to react to things, really, you know. So yeah, feel free to share your thoughts. I'm trying to get the restream chat going so people can share their thoughts. I can't quite get it on screen at the moment. Having some problems with that right now. Show this again. Reloaded. Are we back to restream chat? While we're waiting, it's true for you. Something to do and some meaning for you. Yeah, there's something to do. Oh, it's the Johnny Costa who played live music during Mr. Rogers' stream. Okay, restream's just getting connected. Test. Still connecting. Okay, did that just share? Ourselves occupied with something can help the time go by easier. And yeah, it's very tempting to try and doom scroll and all that, trying to like gather as much information. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Hey, Vivid Foundry. It's your volume. The music volume is much higher than my mic volume. Music's higher than the mic. I tried turning down the music a bit, but it seems like my mic is still pretty low. Let me turn up my mic a bit, and let me turn up the music a bit. Okay, seems like I'm live. Hey, Vivid Foundry, nice to see you check in. Yeah, remember... Yeah, we were supposed to catch up at some point in other circumstances, but, you know, time doesn't wait, history doesn't wait, you know, and, I don't know, it feels like this is where I need to be right now. Is this microphone working now? Okay, cool. Yeah, having some connection issues throughout the day here, but yeah, hopefully we can all connect with each other in our own way. Thank you, my hair looks great, thank you so much. I'm seeing it in this restream chat, and the microphone looks great? Excellent. I'm seeing it in this restream chat, yeah, having problems with having it show up in in the chat itself. Thought it was working the whole time? Cool. Yeah, I was just adjusting the levels just now because the music's pretty dynamic in this playlist. Typoed. Cool. Let me get this. How can I get your beautiful comments back into this chat here? Levels, yeah. Embed in stream. Copy. And yeah, hopefully it's hard to make sense of a lot of things going on, and you know, there's definitely a lot of places that want to offer a lot of ways of like making sense of things going on, but I don't know, like hopefully we can make sense of what's going on inside of us is the most important thing. And you know, there all these places are willing to tell us what's happening out there, and maybe that's going to reassure us, but a lot of what's going to reassure us is what's happening inside of us, you know, rather than what's happening outside, and outside of our control even, to some degree. But you know, if you can do things, you know, it's important to do them, you know, whatever we can do that's in our control. You know, like the whole Serenity Prayer, right? Like knowing the things we can control and knowing the things we can't control, and the wisdom to know the difference. I'm having very spotty connection issues with like my different services and stuff, so I can't quite see what's happening in the chat right now, but I hope my words are helping. And yeah, seems like a lot of connection issues are happening. Let's see. Okay, I could just open this in a browser too. Cool. I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair, but it's you I like. Hey, I see comments a bit now. I was just completely disconnected from comments before, but now I see it a bit. I see a little icon with Tanya seeing comments better there. It doesn't really help with this particular thing on screen right here. I'm trying to get it to show up, but yeah, I guess I can see it now through my other window. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and do what I can. Yeah, giving so many options, but which one's really gonna work here? So yeah, if it's shared on Facebook, then I don't have to share it there. Maybe I'll share it on Twitter. And yeah, if you don't want to, I don't know, for those of the people who this might be useful for, happy to provide this space for folks. Yeah, it's hard to really make sense of things. So much going on. Just like this deluge of information. But you know, it's harder to do it on our own too, so I'm trying to make sense of it, y'all are trying to make sense of it. We try to make sense of it together. Maybe that's, you know, better, and also just trying to be mindful about how we do it rather than just like in our like matrix pods of like just siloing ourselves in. Okay, some folks are busy. Cool. Yeah, cool. No problem. See on both? Cool. Yeah, the problem is I can't see. Okay, now it's showing up. Great. Okay, so you showed up on the live stream chat here, PhD. That's great. Yeah, I was just trying to like another thing I was working on was trying to make sense of it better. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. This is like a pop filter, which is supposed to hook in too. And then I don't know how this other stuff arms into the microphone. See on both. Oh my god, what's going on? What do you mean what's going on? I'm going on in terms of what? Is something on my face? Is there a connection issue? I might have been rolling my chair around. It might be noisy. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, might have been some connection issue again. I've been having problems with that all night. Okay. Yeah, I've just been having spotty connection all night, kinda. Not being clear. Yeah, it's really hard to make comments clear when it's not like a real-time conversation. Like, it's hard to keep up if somebody says something and then they have to follow up and stuff. It's really tough communicating in Twitch. And in a certain sense, hey, I see the comments now. But yeah, in a certain sense, it's hard to make sense of comments on online too, because like you're only allowed to get in a certain thing in a certain number of characters, and then you gotta scroll to the next thing. It's really hard to keep track. And yeah, hopefully, you know, and like when people are tweeting stuff at us, it's not really a conversation. It's usually just like a very short monologue, and it's straight to the next person's super short monologue. It's gotta be super snappy. And usually they reward monologues that reward you for staying on there as long as possible. Yeah, like usually they aren't focused on like making you feel like, hey, I can log off and I feel better now. Like usually it's focused on, hey, I'm engaged, I need to focus on this, and I need to stay on here. So that's the kind of thing that a lot of platforms are motivated by. A lot of their business models are based around that. How do I like make sense of this kind of boom arm here? It's really hard to know what to do. I also got this cool pocket radio kind of recently. I want to show that off. Where did I put that? Oh god. Yeah. Gotta hang up a lot of posters in my room too. Just haven't been hanging them up. This Muppet poster that's just kind of hanging around here. Yeah, this is a nice painting by watercolor print by someone I used to see from Union Square. This artist, she would just sell there sometimes. Thought it's nice. Yeah, so let me see. I'm gonna mute the microphone for a bit, and then I'm gonna try and make sense of this boom mic situation for this microphone. So yeah, but I'll be here, and yeah. If anything, you can message me and I'll see your messages because I see them quite clearly now. Alright, so give me a second. the same, isn't it for me? Isn't it the same for you? Seems like it's hard to, I don't know, it seems like I might be missing parts for this boom microphone here, this boom on. But yeah, seems like a lot of news is happening. I'm following some stuff. Thanks for welcoming me back, Pierre Page Deans. Hey, Andrew. Oh, this game was Next Generation? Which game? Just chatting? Andrew? Oh, which one? I think I showed something before. Which one? Was it Final Fantasy VII? I forgot where we're at in the playlist now. Yeah, good to see you, Andrew. Andrew Garahan in the house, everybody. Creator of Zelda Singularity. Really amazing game. That's, I don't know, like, gets us thinking on a very cosmic scale of, like, all the stuff happening in our world. And maybe that's been useful for me to think about a lot of stuff happening. It's like, thinking a bit beyond, like, just our normal time scale of, like, stuff. But, and, yeah, I don't know, that's been useful for me in my own practice. Citizen life. Yeah. What are we doing? We're just listening to Mr. Rogers, and, I don't know, I have a playlist of, like, different emotional things that I like, that I've been collecting, and I'm just letting people chat about their thoughts and give themselves a space to have that. And in the background we have some Mr. Rogers playing. Yeah. Final Fantasy VII was next gen, wasn't it? It's my favorite game of all time. I don't know if it really speaks to necessarily everybody, but I definitely speaks to me. This quote really speaks to me a lot from Avatar: Last Airbender. The greatest illusion of this world is the illusion of separation. Like the thought we are different from, I don't know, other people. Yeah. It's like a great illusion that a lot of people have us believe in order to divide us and all that. And yeah, I appreciate that, Richard. Like, I don't know, before I was kind of focused on affiliate. I feel like if people want to help me out, get affiliate by joining me on Twitch if they want, but it's not a big deal. Like, there's like more important things in this world than like forcing people to go anywhere, like wherever you're comfortable, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying. Very cool. Yeah, it's from Mr. Rogers. This is a very specific jazz playlist by Johnny Costa, who was the live pianist during his show. Like, fun fact about Mr. Rogers' music on his show, it's very hard to find a strict copy of it, of like a canonical song, because it's often performed differently each time, improv each time by Johnny Costa. And yeah, I feel like I've heard it somewhere else, but I really don't know where else I've heard that name than Mr. Rogers. But yeah, and like sometimes I'll look at YouTube playlists of Johnny Costa's music, and it seems like people like him a lot. But I don't know. I guess he's I don't know, like even there he's like noted for like his connection with Mr. Rogers and whatnot. It is a really hard time to make sense of things, and you know, there's all the facts and stuff and all the words people are saying and all the footage and stuff, and I trust you'll all be well informed in all that in your own ways and such, but if you want another space to like just give space to that knowledge and those kinds of feelings, because there can be a lot of different feelings going on when processing all this information. Like with doom scrolling and stuff, it's always like, hey, how can I know enough about what's happening in order to feel like I have some kind of sense of control over the world and feel less anxious? And you know, we're kind of looking for reassurance from everybody, you know? Yeah, the feeling chart is super essential. It's been really helpful for me. Oh, looks like I'm reconnecting. Blue Man Group means a lot to me. Yeah, looks like I'm reconnecting. Stand by, folks. We might be having some connection issues. Okay, looks like we're back. Or maybe not. Interesting. But yeah, it's important to be aware of how we're feeling. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of other feelings I'm having beyond just peaceful ones and such. Yeah. And yeah, it's also important to be thinking about how other people are feeling during these times, because there's other people we know who are also feeling their own kind of feelings too, that, you know, we can check in on and whatnot. Alright. Johnny Costa, folks. Okay. This one starts a little more... Oh, looks like we're back. Okay. Oh, so wrong. Nothing we do seems oh so right. What do you do with... Do you pound some clay or some dough? Do you round them all up for a game of tag and see how fast you go? Where there's nothing to do but to stop and think about what's so very wrong. Do how we're feeling when we sing this song. You're fine on Facebook. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for confirming. Stop when I want to, stop when I wish. I can stop anytime. And what a feeling to feel like this, and to know this feeling is really mine. Yeah, this was actually the song that Mr. Rogers sang a while ago. In like 1969 or so, when they were thinking about cutting funding to public broadcasting, and like they had done several days of like not really being able to be I don't know, make any progress on it, and he sang the song I can stop when I want to. I can stop when I want to, I can stop when I wish, I can stop anytime. And what a good feeling to feel like this and to know this feeling is really mine. Because there can be so much drama inside of us, you know. The drama of like inside a child feeling fear and confusion is like maybe infinitely more dramatic than like when we're just seeing like people bop each other on the head and whatnot on television. So yeah, that was his like whole pitch for why it's important to have like spaces like this in television and whatnot. And like maybe in a certain way, that's like what I'm trying to do, is to provide this kind of space in Twitch too, because it can be very easy to be, you know, provocative and shocking and all that, but I don't know, I think just giving us enough space to deal with the drama inside ourselves is already enough drama. So yeah. And yeah, and I'm sensing like even if you're not directly following the stuff, you're probably following it in some way. So might as well have at least some amount of space for comfort and emotions here. It is very scary, you know. You were wondering about the dark stuff since I mentioned it, like in the Mr. Rogers documentary? Which kind of dark stuff, I guess, are you talking about? I can think of all kinds of dark things, let me tell you. I don't think there should be any fear in having conversations about our feelings, because those kinds of feelings we have might scare us. There might be certain conversations to avoid in terms of practicality because of like whatever, but because of other things. But anything, but like Mr. Rogers once said, you know, anything that can be mentioned can be manageable. Hopefully we're in a space when we mention it that those feelings become manageable. And yeah, even if it's not here, you know, might as well chat about it with someone you trust and someone you're close with. That's a great question, Andrew. That is a fantastic question. What are the plans for Unparty 2021? I've honestly have had that thought, and I don't know. I'm not really sure. Seems kind of like a done deal in a lot of ways, in terms of it being associated with GDC and all, which is kind of not really in the foreseeable future to feel like we can feel safe enough to get together as game developers for a conference in San Francisco and all that, but I do think there's a lot of meaning in gathering together, and I do think, a party isn't about a venue or a place, it's about people connecting with each other. That's what it's really about. We pay whatever number of dollars for a venue, we do X number of marketing for saying when and where it is and stuff, and gathering, whatever. But I don't know, a lot of it's just about facilitating those kinds of conversations and connections in some way where it's hey, I see you and you see me, and we're connecting in some way. We have something in common. We have something we want to talk about, and yeah, just providing space for that is, I don't know. It's maybe more of a question, not even just limited to GDC or venues, but it's even an essential question for this whole deal in the past year, this whole pandemic, is how do we allow people to feel like they can be seen and connect with each other and not feel so stuck in that mindset where you're hey, I'm gonna say all this stuff to everybody online, and I'm gonna announce to everyone how I'm not afraid and how I'm mad at you, and how this is the problem and this is what I think and this is why you should, if you disagree with me, that's whatever. But giving people a space where it's oh, hey, I have the same kind of, yeah, it's just this literal quote here by James Baldwin, you think all of the pain and suffering you've had in life are unprecedented in the history of the world, but then you read, you hear other people's stories, you talk to other people, and you learn that those things that tormented you most in life were the exact things that connected you with all the people who were ever alive. And I have that quote on my wall even, and yeah, I think that's as close to anything gospel to me as anything. And today's Three Kings Day, coincidentally enough, and I'm not religious or anything, but in the kind of traditional senses, but yeah, it's super important. Hope I can run it again. It's a nice place to connect, and the concept is great. I'm so glad to hear that. And yeah, I love the concept as well. And I don't know, yeah. I mean, yeah, in the GDC space, having a place to converse without loud music and alcohol means you're not drunk on intoxication or whatever, and you're not overwhelmed by the noise. But yeah, okay, you're saying something is going down, feel free to let us know. Give us some high level details, but yeah, and then I don't know, having some place to cut through the noise in other ways is important too, especially in this very noisy world we're in now. So I hope this is doing at least some of that. I know they were doing hearings. I was seeing some of that at least. But yeah. Alright, so let's see what this next song is. Ay, it's not autoplaying. Did we hear this one already? Huh. To know we're alive, it's such a happy feeling. We're growing inside. When you wake up, ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling to know we're alive. Seems like Congress was reconvening and whatnot, but yeah, feel free to connect with folks who are paying attention to the news. Yeah, important thing is to see each other, be seen, and like, there's this famous Mr. Rogers quote that goes around at times like this that are like, look for the helpers and see how they're like helping during these times of crisis, but at the same time, that's one kind of like take on that quote is like how, you know, that kind of quote is like for like the most vulnerable in us and among us, and like, you know, little kids need to know that we're gonna watch out for them and that people care about them, and adults care about what's happening and that people are gonna do something, and you need to reassure these people that something's happening is the important thing. As an adult, as someone who's capable, as someone who has certain abilities, you know, you're gonna do everything you can to protect the ones you care about and others as well. Everybody needs to hear that. Everybody needs to see that. Everybody needs to see the people that can do something are doing something about things. And that people around you are going to do something, everything they can to protect you when you're most vulnerable, you know. I might start touching some people now. Yeah, Congress was reconvening, right? It's kind of funny, still seeing cosplayers do like dance TikTok videos in my feed and stuff sometimes. I just saw this post that said, a powerful testament from a young man who would have done a lot of these kinds of things in the past. He says, hope you are doing as best you can through this. Just want to let you know that the reason I am not in DC now is because of the opportunities that this particular figure gave him. So like, yeah, a lot of the times, like, what's stopping someone from doing a lot of these kind of things is, I don't know, someone watching out for someone who knows that they're going down a certain kind of spiral or whatever, and someone reaching out, and, you know, that's such a tricky line to draw, is between how much we owe to each other, you know, how much we are responsible to each other for each other's well-being and all that. Who are the people immediately in our lives that we can check in on? Who are the people immediately in our lives that are most vulnerable? And who are the people that are going to watch out for us when we're vulnerable? I don't know, all it takes is like the right person at the right time. And yeah, I don't know, sometimes people, you know, sometimes you'll see that kid in the cafeteria, you just don't really know who he or she has, and next thing you know, like, there's people who are willing to appeal to them and give them a place and meaning and purpose, and, you know, then they go and do something like all this, you know. And that's not even like an issue of like race or gender or any of those things, or orientation or anything of those things. It's just a pure thing of you know, wanting to belong and be seen. I don't know, that's my take on it, I guess. So yeah. So yeah, it seems like, as far as I know, the only latest news is that Congress is reconvening, I suppose. This playlist seems short, of like these images. There's something to do while we're waiting, It's true for you. There's something to do while we're waiting. Whoops, okay. All kinds of wonderful things. So nothing to do. Yeah, go get dinner. Please eat. You gotta get those calories in. We got it's a lot to going on at these times. We gotta take care of ourselves physically. Yeah, please. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. Pleasure. It's my pleasure hosting. All kinds of wonderful things. All kinds of... We just hit 100 messages in Restream. Not that many of them were me this time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and yeah, this is a Mr. Rogers song that talks about it's okay to wonder. We should starve ourselves for the vibes. Oh heavens no, I wouldn't wish that. You know, maybe in some controlled way or something. Yeah, I don't know, if we're really getting something we want out of it in the short run maybe, but of course not, that's so silly. It's a fun... Yeah. Yeah. It's so tempting to, like, feel that way, though, sometimes. Like, we just never want to miss out or whatever on something fun. We don't necessarily starve ourselves in the food way, but sometimes we starve ourselves in all kinds of ways. For all kinds of things we're motivated by, you know? Like, yeah, I've definitely starved myself emotionally for all kinds of, like, feelings of, like, productivity and meaning or whatever. Even, like, things that might benefit other people, sometimes I starve myself. You know? Physically and emotionally and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, you're probably away from your Facebook right now anyway. But yeah, that's just something I think about sometimes. This is a great song. Yeah, no problem, Andrew. Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you. Drop by anytime. And yeah, feel free to say hi whenever. Yeah. This song is a beautiful song. Do any of you recognize it? It's a beautiful song. Johnny Costa tickling the ivories. Hanging up your coat can say it, cleaning your room, planning for the holidays, and making play like a lot of people do on Twitch. Making play. There are many ways to say I love you. There are many ways to say I care about you. Many ways, many ways, many ways to say I love you. There are many ways to say I love you. It's getting a little more jazzy now. But yeah, I mean, one of the toughest things I had to come to terms with was like even like some of my negative emotions are like trying to, I think they're in a way they're trying to say they love me too. They're trying to protect me usually. If they're making me scared or anxious about something, usually those feelings are trying to protect me from further harm. Based on things that may have happened in the past or things that they're worried about happening in the future. They want to protect me because they know they worry about me being protected, so they want to tell that to me. And you know, that doesn't necessarily mean we gotta like, you know, indulge in their fear in this extreme way, but you know, ultimately we're at the wheel, we're in charge. But, you know, yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean we have to ignore them either. Ignore fear. We have to acknowledge it. We have to respect it. We have its role in our life. It's what it's trying to do for us. And ultimately we have to say we love those parts of our brain that are trying to protect us ultimately. Because if we try to like force it away, we try to like shove it out of our lives, then that's not good for us either. It's actually doing harm for us also. So yeah, and like then we won't be able to listen to their opinions and protect ourselves too. So yeah, it's important. There are many different ways to say I love you. And yeah. Oh, people probably know this song, huh? Oh shoot, I forgot to sort this playlist by track number, so it's kind of all over the place a little bit. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I've always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Here's the jazz breakdown. But yeah, you know, that means so much to me, hearing these words every episode of Mr. Rogers, saying that you're welcome in someone's neighborhood, that you are valued, you're welcome to be a member of a community, you're welcome to be... It means everything to me, you know? It means we have value, we're treasured, we have a place we belong. In a weird way, a lot of these folks that are causing a lot of these problems are trying to feel like they belong somewhere, and then next thing you know, they find themselves going down a certain path, maybe, and you know, they feel like they belong, but you know, they end up getting used for something else. I don't know. Those are the people that I feel connected to, and maybe those are the aspects of me that see myself reflected in these kinds of people doing all kinds of confusing and strange and scary things. You know, not to like say that they're justified in doing it, but just saying that it's something understandable and relatable and not totally confusing and alien and someone that's totally inhuman or whatever. Like, they're, at least the people who have these kinds of feelings, I feel like they have that similar kind of humanity that we all feel. And yeah, I guess with the digital era, now we have all kinds of neighbors. Neighbors that aren't just in our physical neighborhood, but are also in digital neighborhoods, and even in like temporal neighborhoods in different places and periods of time and such. I love this GIF, by the way, this dog and cat sharing dumplings together. Love it. So much care in between those two. Oh, this song hits me some of the hardest, you know. My gosh, wow. Talk about a tearjerker. It's funny because it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me? Isn't it the same for you? Sometimes people get wet and their parents get upset. Isn't that right? But the very same people who get wet sometimes are the very same people who are dry sometimes. It's funny 'cause it's true. Now you're listening to my horrible singing. It's the same, isn't it, for me? Isn't it the same for you? Yeah. This song is called Sometimes People Are Good. And the very same people who are good sometimes are the very same people who are bad sometimes. The very same people who do good things are the very same people who do bad things sometimes. And that's so important to say that people are just doing good things and bad things. Because you can do both. And I don't know, it's just important to believe that. It's important to believe that you're capable of that. If you just think you are, you know, personality-wise, like, as a matter of character or whatever, you're just fundamentally no good, like, I don't know, that's the ultimate form of destruction, is like self-destruction in that kind of way. And yeah, you end up wanting to, I don't know, do all kinds of things, because everything's lost at that point. You probably are the most dangerous to yourself at that point, but yeah. And yeah, it's important to know that, like, just because you did some bad things, or you do some bad things sometimes, doesn't mean you're not capable of doing good things. It doesn't necessarily mean you're not capable of doing better. And each day, just try to do a little bit better than the day before, you know? That's in the Good Place quote that I had in this playlist. What matters isn't if people are quote-unquote good or bad. What matters is if they're trying to be better today than they were yesterday. And it's very easy to make mistakes when we're stressed out, or we're scared, or we're anxious, or we're angry. And it's so easy to say that those things that we do in those bad moments are the things we really are and reflect who we are, but this is like some true self or something, but I don't know, I don't think that's true. I think we just might be in a bad moment, we might do something bad that moment, and then we can do better, and we can try to prevent being in bad moments and prevent doing bad things in bad moments, you know? I think everybody's capable of that if we just give ourselves enough time and credit and care and space and permission to make mistakes, you know? But it's so hard to do that on the internet now. It's so hard to see that even. So hard to see people give us permission to make mistakes and talk about how we've made mistakes. We're so inclined to punish people because we've given up on other ways to correct people's behavior. This song's beautiful too. When your heart beats for a special someone, then you know your heart is full of love. It's so important to recognize all the kinds of form of love in our lives. All the different gestures that people show us in little ways and big ways, in ways that we might not even have noticed in the past. Like the other Mr. Rogers song says, there are many ways to say I love you. Even just like a stranger sometimes will just give a little bit of care, you know? Like they don't necessarily care about you the way a parent does or a friend does, but you know, they might just care about you as a person, like, oh, well, you know, here you go, buddy. And you know, there's all different kinds of love, and there's all different kind of ways to show love. And maybe one of the biggest confusions, the illusions, we'll say, in this world is that when people don't show us love in a certain way, that they don't actually care about us. But sometimes there's really many different ways people can show their care for us that we might not necessarily understand. Whoops. This caption is in the wrong place. And yeah. And yeah, so many mistakes are made because we're afraid of not belonging and not being loved and not being cared for when we show vulnerability. Because we don't have enough of those spaces in our lives. And those moments, we have that. Wow. Oh my gosh. How do you follow up with that, huh? Let me check in on some people. Maybe you can check in on some people too. Tag and see how fast you go. Well, it's not enough to go and stop, and oh so wrong. Do the smart things and play this song. I can stop when I want to, can stop when I wish, can stop anytime. And oh, what a feeling to feel like this. I know this feeling is really mine. The boy can be someday a man. Seems like things might have calmed down now, maybe? Is my read on things? Is that true? I don't want to jinx things, this is why I'm afraid of saying something like that. I don't know, yeah, what do you do with the mad that you feel, you know? It's important to have all kinds of healthy ways to express our anger and our feelings and emotions. Yeah, it's important to show we care through sharing things that might protect us and understand things. But, yeah, we don't want to jinx it either. Nobody wants to jinx it. Very relatable. It's all me. It's all my fault. It's all Mr. Oh, I don't think it's Mr. Rogers' fault. Yeah, is it all? This is funny. The Twitter experience is seeing an anime girl and then a country falling apart back to back on the timeline. That's funny. It's good to laugh. Sheesh, they made a... okay. It's very perverse seeing all this stuff unfold. Oh my gosh. This, like, just seeing all this information online is just very, provocative, and, like, seeing people joke is, like... I don't know if that makes me feel safe. It feels... it can make me laugh and make me think that person is, like, pretty clever or whatever, but... I don't know. I don't know if it makes me... I don't know, it's like a way to cope, I guess. People are scared about, like, things happening in the next day or two. People are saying this might lead to things down the line also. YouTube had stuff on the feed too. Is that on... You mean like in my comments on my chat? Or do you mean like just on the YouTube recommendations? It's not all over either. I feel like Twitter has a lot of dramatic takes that are saying like, this is gonna go on for the next 2 days or whatever. And like, it's gonna be even more stuff happening. Wow, okay, I'll retweet that. I don't really know what it's based on exactly. But yeah, it is very shocking seeing like, you know, understanding like who it is and like who else it could have been, and you know how things would have played out in different circumstances with different people. It's so interesting to compare that. But I'll leave that to y'all to do that, because there's plenty of conversation around that online, and I definitely have my own takes on a lot of that. But yeah, I don't know if we need to get into them right now. It's not the focus of what I want to focus on. Twitter. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on. It's really hard to manage it all. I don't know. So if things are calm enough for now, maybe I can like play a game to celebrate a bit. But for now, people can keep me posted in the chat and whatnot. That sounds good. Yeah, it's nice to see people who are dropping in. I don't know, I think I needed this to feel of this too. To make sense of this, to feel like some kind of safety and a bit of connection. I think games done quick, like just was going the whole time during all this stuff happening. It's kind of funny. It's amusing, I guess. I don't know, in a certain sense. Yeah, it's interesting. Alright, okay. It's kind of helping me emotionally regulate when I'm thinking about what I say in front of others and how they might react. Okay. So yeah, maybe let's play something happy, I guess. Yeah, let's play some of that, and then, to, like, give ourselves a nice reward. And, yeah, if y'all are down to stick around, I'll do that. I think I'm gonna get myself a little bit of ice cream, a little bit. This stream hasn't even been an hour. It's felt like 2 or 3 hours of, like, being in suspense and stuff a little bit. That's interesting. I was very hooked, and, yeah, I felt like if I didn't do this myself to, like, connect with other people and stuff, like, I would have been, like, just, like, doom scrolling and, like, looking at other people's feeds and stuff for, like, some kind of vague sense of reassurance or whatever. And I wouldn't have really gotten it. But, like, here, it's like, oh, if I offer this space or whatever, people can just tell me what's happening when their heads and minds are clear and stuff. Alright, so everybody's fancy. Let's keep doing that. Alright, cool. Alright, we made it. That's the end of the playlist. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Alright, so let's queue up some other stuff. No new Ice York. Yeah, no new Ice York. The city of New Ice York is frozen over. Brings a smile to my face. That game is, like, pretty perverse in other ways, like really violent and stuff, and kind of disturbing. But as long as I'm able to make that disconnect, it's kind of fun to play around with. But yeah, it's a little real. The kind of more profane parts of that game are like, I don't know, I'm not in the mood for that right now a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make this smaller. Okay, what should we play? Let's see what I have on my spreadsheet here. We made it. I feel bad. I was supposed to see a friend today, but I just did not feel in the mood to just, like, go out. And I don't know, it was kind of scary. And I just kind of wanted, I wanted this space myself, really. Yeah. What do you mean? What's amazing? It's good to know how you feel. Wow, really? What's wow, really? That's amazing. What are you saying that to? Maybe cue up some music. Every day, da 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 da. On a special way, da 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 da. Alright, so let's play this Ghibli Jazz Cafe music playlist. Relaxing jazz and bossa nova, Studio Ghibli cover. What? Pure PhD, what are you responding to? The playlist finished just now? Yeah. Yeah, it's like an hour-long playlist. It's funny how that works out sometimes, you know? Yeah, so, okay, let's check out what games we can play next. Little on delay. Yeah, I'm trying to, it seems like it was kind of like doing like lower latency recently, but like yeah, sometimes it's a little laggy. I definitely needed this. Okay. I don't know. Do you want to try Among Us? No, maybe that's a little too stressful right now. I need to come down from that. That's too stressful. Among Us. Yeah, you want to see my nice playlist here? My list games to playlist. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go into studio mode. I'm gonna see preview what's gonna transition next. Okay, interesting. It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, that moment when they were saying Hawaii got an announcement that there was like that phone notification that like there was like a missile about to hit, and then like when the missile didn't hit, it was like a false alarm. Everyone's just relieved, but it's like you're angry afterwards and stuff. Like, I don't know, and you're just kind of worried the whole time, like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Is this an existential threat? What's happening? I'm freaking out. Alright, so I'm gonna share this Google spreadsheet. Let's take a look at this. Transition. Hey, alright. So let's take a look at this sheet. This is what I got. We definitely do not want to do Ententot 1942. Definitely don't want that. New Ice York, yeah, that's done. Alright, game's finished. We also did a short hike. That was already kind of done, but now we're just doing a 100% run on that. Among Us. Out of context games. If anyone wants to hop on, we could do a bigger party game. But other than that, I can continue Monster Rancher Battle Card. Saga Frontier. I love Saga Frontier. I don't know if I'm in the mood for Saga Frontier. It's like a lot of work. Kind of stressful for me. Mass Effect, Life is Strange, Terraria. Maybe I'll just play Hearthstone or Overwatch or something. That's gonna just be a nice kind of like take my time thing. Maybe I'll just play Hearthstone a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get some ice cream or something. I'm like famished. I ate a whole like bowl, like maybe 2 bowls worth of rice and a whole can of vegetarian beans, and I don't know, I need more like calories. I just feel like I burned so many calories just from like all that emotion going on and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get some food and I'll be right back, and I'll get myself a drink while I'm at it too. But yeah, thanks for hanging around. I'll BRB, and we made it. 1 hour. 1 hour in suspense. Alright, BRB. Cool. BRB. Give me 10 minutes. There's like things more important than like stream stuff. There's like, I don't know, like the fact that I was worried about like a national emergency or whatever and whatnot. We are awesome. We did it. We did it, America. Dun, 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 dun. What do we do? We just sat around. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should have some kind of like thing to celebrate in terms of like all that energy and stuff. I don't even know what it would be. Like just more games, I guess. Like it makes me think of like that meme of like a gamer like before midnight on New Year's, just gaming midnight. Like they do like a little popper and then they go back to gaming at like 12:01 a.m. or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, BRB 10 minutes around 9:15 or so. I'll be back. All right. Hey, I'm back. I'm gonna eat a dessert, but let me just check in with a friend. Kind of left off on a bad note with some. Might have to take a piece out. Shucks. Huh. So this is what I have for dessert. Get myself some calories. Wondering if y'all are still hanging around or not. But and I got some soy milk also. And yeah, soy milk will go well with it. But I think I need to get a fork, so I'll be right back with a fork. And then when I get back and play, yeah, probably some Hearthstone, I guess, or I don't really feel like doing a story thing. I don't know if we have enough people who want to hop in for an online multiplayer game or whatever, a party game or whatever. Yeah, I really don't know who's going to be around for that, but yeah, if anything, I'll just play more Hearthstone and or Overwatch. And let me see, I just installed some things recently, actually. I think I did install Valorant. Maybe I'll check out the tutorial or something. I haven't played it ever. Interesting. But yeah, we'll see. So I'll put that to the list of Valorant. Alright, so BRB, I'm gonna get a fork. A fork. Off work. Getting some messages back. Yeah. Saw your messages. That's funny. Right, okay. Let's play some... Should I go for Valorant? Let me play some Hearthstone for now. Let's just start with that. Another thing about it, is this gonna get a copyright strike? I don't freaking know. Whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna keep talking over it. Blah, blah, blah. Hearthstone. I don't know, this was not about like the YouTube VOD or whatever. Yeah. Shit, maybe I should have gotten a fork too. Seems like the latency is very fast, like pressing it now, and I see it in the chat early. Seems like there's pretty good latency right now. Just doing some solo adventures in Hearthstone. Aiya, 这个电高太硬, you know? Know what I mean? This cake is too hard. 啊，怎么办啊 ？fuck. Reconnecting with Hearthstone. Okay. 好了，我们玩一个电子游戏 ，play some video game. ，Okay, I want to get the value, get a minion on the board. Yeah. Trigger the effects while I still have a secret. And yeah, we can just hang out here. I don't know. I am kind of nervous for like another shoe to drop or whatever in case there's more news, but we don't have to like obsess over it. We can just like move on a little bit. Just a chill vibes stream right now. Apparently like there's chapters in Twitch VODs now. And So I have 5. If I do this, it does 4. There's 2 left. If I do this, it saves me. Then I have 2 more. I'm only gonna do 2. Whatever, I don't think I gotta overthink this too much. I think I'll be fine. Be generally okay. This ship thing is gonna be a real... Oh, nice. Sweet. Saves me from using this. Awesome! Okay, so that's 4... yeah, okay. Wanna do this, though? Huh. Maybe... yeah, let's... while I can, without having any consequences. So my snipe shot should come out. Oh. It's only when he plays a minion, but it's not from the hero power. I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm saving it for, just in case there's like some bigger enemy than the ship, so I'm gonna save this, I guess. I don't feel like I need to use it now. Like, yeah, this might be more... okay, great. Trigger the secret. I have another one. Ow, I gotta save this. There we go. I can even bring this out if I wanted to. Face! I still had enough for this. Sweet. Wow, that sure is. It's a funny meme I was messaged. This is really wild times, huh? It's just, it's like an understatement, you know? It's kind of crazy shit happening. Gosh. I don't know, I just do whatever. I do 5. Ah, shit, huh? I should probably save one of these and then bring out the... Whatever, it's too late, okay. Got too many snakes now. What am I gonna do with all these snakes, yo? Yeah, thanks for tuning in, folks. What a crazy hour. Felt like felt almost like history was being defined in like that crazy hour or something. You know what I mean? It's hard to express that. Okay, let's do this. Now we're back to playing video games. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird time we're in. Like, imagine like another point of history, like, or like people looking back on this moment of history as a moment of history. Like, where were you, Grandpa? Oh yeah, it was crazy. Then I was playing Hearthstone afterwards. I was doing a Twitch stream, and then I played, and I played some Mr. Rogers music, and then yeah, we definitely want this. And then I played some Hearthstone afterwards. Grandpa, you're such a nerd. Well, that's how I met your mother. Yeah, if I take 5 to the face, that's no problem. Okay, I have all board here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's great board clear. Always gotta watch out for that. What can I do to face right now? Oh! It's 3. Rush, not charge. Okay. Oh, do I have another? Yes, okay. Yeah, okay. This turn. I guess so. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can open Valorant. Yeah, keep talking, Rexar. Okay. Update ready for Battle.net app. Okay. Let's hop into Battle.net. Wait. Valorant is Riot Games. It's getting all mixed up. It's like some Studio Ghibli there. I believe that's from Kiki's Delivery Service. This is the march from My Neighbor Totoro. Any favorite Ghibli movies out there? So weird to think about Ghibli movies right now. People watch anime on... I'm just glad to be alive and like not dealing with like a, I don't know, national crisis where like we don't know. I mean, I guess we still don't quite know who's gonna be the president in like 2 weeks. 2021, yo. Can't believe it's just been a week. Alright, somebody try to say something so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself and sound crazy, please. If you please, I would appreciate it. Hey. Interesting. So, do y'all people see my chats and then I don't see your chats? Interesting. My game requires a system restart to play. Please restart your computer. If this issue continues, reach out to our player support team. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream and like hop back in and try to get Valorant going because someone might be interested in playing that right now. Okay, so I'll see you on the flip side, homies. It's Crazy Town, yeah? Yeah? I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. Like, in what sense? Like, it could mean in a lot of different ways. Like, oh, it's kind of spooky. Or it could mean like, oh, it's like all snafu and like dogs and cats living together. I don't know. I don't know. I see your chat in my stream chat, but it's not showing up in the restream stream chat. And it's showing up in my restream chat in a separate window too. It's weird. Is news still kind of breaking, kind of vaguely? Like, this is even weirder than like the election, because like in the election, there's like a clear, I don't know, like end result kind of thing, at least vaguely. But this is like, wait, what are the goals? Where is it leading? What's gonna happen? Where are the end states? Like, it could go in any direction. It's so open-ended.